Hey everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Whoa, this microphone sounds really weird in my ears. Jonathan coming in with that zinger before Levia is obsolete. Yeah, because we do live in a day and age where like 99% of people would say that's true already. I'm not one of those people though. I had belief. I definitely had belief. And if you tuned in to the Battle Hardened Charlotte this weekend, there was Levia Jacob doing really well until he ended up 4-4. But he had a good start. He had a good start, okay? What's up, Josh Bartley? Here to count how many times I died of blood debt. That's what you're here for, buddy. I appreciate it. A couple things to catch up on. Number one, this is a new camera. Everyone who was in last time and said, "Oh, the camera's looking crisp." Well, does it look? Did it look crispier than this? Come on, this is what I was waiting to debut. I feel like I look very strange in this camera. I did just take a shower, but it's freaking me out. Like, why are there so many flyaways? I just took a shower. What is happening? Crayana, what's up, my Sifu Man Sant? Lewis, I'm gonna teach you some things today. We're gonna be playing some Levia, of course. Levia's never obsolete in our hearts. That's what we can pretend, can't we? Yeah, I saw Jacob start and was hoping that the Battle Harden was his. I really felt it. I really felt it, especially with so many Dromai again. So many Dromai again. Also, holy mother, I look yellow. Let's change that. Or white. Let's change that to yellow. Color grading, people. Yeah, so this weekend was a huge success, I think. If you all tuned into the Battle Harden, thank you. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of the debut of that new model with sponsors coming in every round. And as far as I've heard back from the sponsors so far, they liked how that model felt. I was really loving it until some tech issues happened in top 8. Like, literally, day was like almost perfect, and then top 8 just crashed. But I did pinpoint exactly what happened. It wasn't camera overheating. It was actually USB overload. Because I checked my computer, and I actually only have 2 USB 3.0 like roots or whatever they're called, and I was actually plugging 3 in. So the computer just at some point couldn't handle it and didn't recover. So I do need to fix that now. I don't think I can really feed in 3 USB 3.0 enabled cameras like the 2 4K cams, the overhead cam. I'll probably have to go back down to just normal like 1080 cameras for the hand cams. But that will actually fix everything. Hopefully it will fix everything. Battle Harden was amazing. Thank you for the stream. Of course, it was like really. I love the Battle Hardens. That circuit is so much fun, so much talent to show off, and it's just good experience for me too as a streamer. Man Sant, how about Outsider? Any cards for Brute Queen Levia? Well, let's take a look. I wonder if it's all displayed on Fabra yet. Let's check. Oh, I need to fix my wins-loss. We ain't even played a game yet. There we go. I haven't actually gotten a chance to look at most of Outsiders because I was busy all weekend, and any moment of free time was taken to like hit the bathroom and rest. So I haven't looked at everything, but on the drive back, I tried to peruse through the Discord to check up on all the spoilers, and I probably missed some here and there. So more than anything, I've listened to Twitter to try to generate some takes on what the set's looking like so far, and I found this thread by Steelfer that I actually really agreed with. Steelfer Speaks, he's at a YouTube channel. He mentioned that he was really disappointed after seeing all of the assassin cards, kind of the half support given to Azuri, and then like half support given this dagger archetype, and then no support given to the contract archetype other than that one like legendary beast that revolves around like Silver Generation, right? And when classes get released like this, and you had all your hopes and dreams in on like Arakni getting support and like, oh wow, I love that playstyle. I can't wait for like that new contract card that helps them smooth over. Well, we didn't really get that, but then we got these dagger throwing archetypes that don't exactly fit in like how Azuri's playing. They don't exactly fit in Arakni's playing. It leaves a lot of confusion. Probably going to lead to some pretty interesting decks though, trying to hybridize like those different flavors. But over the weekend, I was getting excited for just Arakni. I really wanted to play Arakni. After seeing 0 people show up on Arakni at the Battle Harden, I'm like, okay, this is going to change. Maybe it's going to be me. If he's the new unloved hero, maybe I start playing Arakni. And then when I caught up on spoilers, yeah, truly, there were no contract cards. And that kind of blew my mind. Not like he has good options when it comes to contract, but to truly see like no new Silver Generation, also a bit odd. I still want to test around with that deck. But anyway, Steelfer I did agree with that post. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Dusk Till Dawn? Will we get any actual support, or is it just new Chain and Prism? Yeah, so if you were around kind of right after Worlds, I was filling people in on some conversations I had, what I heard from James White in the interviews and yada yada. And Dusk Till Dawn is a shadow talent, like light talent support set. It's not just about re-releasing Chain and Prism. Obviously, that's a huge part of it. But you got to remember, Chain and Prism have very functional card pools. So when they get re-released, with a new hero ability, maybe a new weapon, maybe their card pools are still in effect, and their card pools are very strong. However, the card pools of Boltyn and Levia are the ones that really need the juice. So I'm hoping to see that balance reflected in Dusk to Dawn, where the support is more so given towards like Levia and Boltyn, and the new releases of Chain and Prism just kind of reuse their old card pool in a bit of a different way. I have faith. I really have faith. I've heard brewings that Levia really is good. Like, hopefully that's true. Hopefully that's true. They could be pulling my leg again. Who knows? But that's kind of how I'm envisioning the set release. I've really enjoyed the coverage. First cast was 99 out of 100, and Saturday was 95 out of 100. But any coverage is so appreciated. First cast was 99. I don't quite know what you're rating there. First cast. I don't know, but hey, you said appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello just came in. What's your opinion on the set in terms of Levia? I think she got pretty much nothing. If anything, she just got more cards that hate on her incidentally. There's no way some of these cards were released with the intent of let's hurt Levia, let's damage her capabilities here. But there are some cards. There are some cards that really, really blow her out. Shakedown for one. Shakedown, this isn't like the most direct hate card, but you got to remember, Azuri is a class that is going to really kind of play around Husk very well. When she comes in for like a 0 for 3, and you have to make the call, okay, what's this hit effect going to be? I can block Husk because it's probably going to block all the damage, all the hit effect at 6, but then she doesn't actually have to swap it in. Okay, yeah, you use Husk on a 3 block, no, or on a 3 attack, no big deal. And then just wait till next turn now that Disruption's wide open. I'm absolutely terrified of how Zuri's going to play into Levia. This is just another tool she has on top of like CNCs being ugly. Her spec that says when it hits a hero, choose a red, yellow, or blue, they reveal their hand, banish a card of the chosen color. Well, the fact that they're going to run 3 of this, they're going to run 3 of CNC, they're probably going to run 3 of these other 2 for 6s that have hit effects. Levia is already looking to be in a pretty tough spot in that matchup because she doesn't really have the luxury of running many defense reactions to kind of play around what Azuri is sneaking in at the attack reaction step. She just has to take what it is. And this has the potential of, okay, let me sap your blue. Your blue's gone. Good luck on like a 3 red hand. You know, what do you do? What do you do? Oh my gosh. I'm so terrified of not only this card, you've got, where's some of the other disruptive pieces? I mean, Dishonor came through, right? I don't really see Dishonor like straight like flipping the matchup in any way. The matchup is already like pretty Katsu favored. So this just kind of makes that matchup a little bit worse, but it's not like, oh my God, a good matchup went to a bad matchup. How dare they? Katsu was already really, really tough for Levia because you had your armor pivot to try to protect against like his obviously like heavy pushes where he can search out his combo, whatever. But once again, because you don't really get to run defense reactions, there were still a lot of blowouts possible in that matchup, and Levia hates the Kadachi lock more than anybody. So because her 2-card hands are like pretty much just Endless Maw that do anything in the late game. Played in today, but Talishar was bugged and shows the cards beforehand. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how Talishar is going to work with some of the new cards. I haven't tested it at all. I literally just got back at 4 a.m. today. I just got back at 4 a.m. today, and I crashed, got up, took a shower, checked in with work, and told them, hey, we're going to take a half day. I got to stream, baby. I got to stream. I said I'm going to stick to Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we're going to do it. We absolutely are going to do it. Ethan is a Katsu gamer. No. Definitely. Oh, what's up, Hemel? What's up, Hemel? Did you like your round? People loved your ad. That ad is like, it warms everyone's hearts. It pops up. No one's expecting it. They loved it. So thanks for supporting the stream there, bud. Yeah, so let's see. Going through that initial question, look at all the hate Levia is going to be facing, right? Not only did Azalea just kind of get buffs across the board, that's obviously a matchup that has Sleep Dart baked in, but now not only Azalea is running it, Riptide probably also is going to look to run disruptive arrows like that. If he deems Sleep Dart worth it, then, you know, that's another thing we have to be terrified of. But Azalea, that matchup, because of her inconsistencies, because of her relatively low damage output on the trade-off of hit effects, you could generally get ahead in. But now, I mean, goodness gracious, Her new quiver is just like a straight buff to how she's going to play. She's got a lot of good new arrows. She's got a lot of good new buff cards as well. I think Azalea just is going to hit that consistency stride where she now is more prevalent and able to keep up with what Levia is doing, because it's not like Levia got anything new to help her match up to where Azalea is. Azalea just crept up to closer to where Levia was if she was technically like even lower than Levia. So yeah, Azalea now terrified of. Riptide as well, holy freaking moly, disruptive AF when it comes to the defense reaction step. He's got the ability on like a Dread Screamer turn with Collapsing Trap to just make it do nothing. That's awful. All the disruptive hit effects that come through from arrows, that's awful for Levia. You only get one Carrion Husk, right? You only get one Carrion Husk. You can't block everything. You can try, but Levia does want 3-card hands. That's kind of like her bread and butter. And so you only get so many chances to block with 1 card, block with armor to cover that whole turn, still get 3 cards off. Next turn, block with card, block with armor, 3 cards off. Have your 2-card hand here or there, have your Carrion Husk. But like, you don't just always get hands that play that beautifully. That's counting on like Dread Graveling blue, Unworldly Swing Big blue, Scar for Scar blue, like Endless Maw. Like, they do need to be the right 3-card hands. And Disruption just always really puts it just can throw those plans. It really does. So with all this disruption, Ranger like is the disruptive class. Yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. The other generics that came out, let's see. Where are they? Some of the generics that came out, like this one, Humble. I don't actually think people are going to play this. If it's going to get played, it's probably in Azuri, and that matchup's probably doomed anyway, and this just makes it even worse. But because it is generic, you could see a world where people are running this because it's just good against some other heroes in the field. It's like a Popper versus Dromai, like losing the making a hero lose hero abilities is like does something at least against pretty much everything but dash. So if this makes its way into decks, which I don't really think it does, that is just another card that Levia, like, you can't husk everything, right? You just can't. If this comes up at a point where you're blocking 2 cards for a 2-card hand, it's just like non-functional. I mean, everything's going to collapse around you. It's terrifying. And then the cards that we actually got that we could play, are kind of just memes. Like Gore Belching here is, it's an evolution of Ravenous Rabble if you look at it, which I kind of love the nameplay there. Ravenous Rabble evolves into this Gore Belching beast after they had that feast, I guess. But Gore Belching, it's a 1-card hand to turn off Blood Debt. That's a non-block with like minor other synergies with banishing like a Mutated Mass to still come in for 0 for 7, banishing a Rouse the Ancients still come in for 0 for 7, triggering Rouse the Ancients for 1. But the reality is, if we really wanted, like if a 1-card hand to turn off Blood Debt was really what Levia needed to be consistent, we actually had 1 card that could do it, and that was Blood Tribute. And Blood Tribute is not good. If you really could solve Levia's problems with a 1 card that turns off Blood Debt, like to just park an arsenal, we had that already in Blood Tribute. It just lacked other flexibilities in triggering Rouse and Mutated Mass and all that, but it could actually help find recursion pieces and get them out of deck. So that already had its like kind of upsides, but the card's not good because the reality is red non-blocks are garbage. Like, that just adds to the problem Levia already has when she runs other red non-blocks. What do you do when they're not the right card for the turn? Well, you're forced to play them. You can't pitch them really. You can't block with them. Your arsenal's probably got something more important to your game plan because that's how Levia needs to play. You just start putting half of your like 3-card combos in your arsenal. So when you drop these hands where the reds just do nothing on that exact turn, you just get stuck. It's just awful. So maybe you run Gore Belching for the high rolling of hitting a Mutated Mass, hitting a Rouse the Ancients, triggering Rouse like in that kind of more aggro build. We can probably try that on stream too, but I don't think the card's actually good for Levia. I had to hype it up though for the video, or for the reveal. But Jesus, man, like, it is not great. We can probably run this card 0 for 3, generic, like, sure. In a way, if we are running Mutated Mass in the deck again, then this helps Mutated Mass do something because we don't actually run any 0-cost blues other than Doomsday. So in theory, you add this to that kind of shell, makes Mutated Mass deal more damage. It blocks 3 as a blue slot anyway. Like, sure, you can do it. I doubt that the text is relevant most of the time, but, okay, maybe that starts to do something a little bit more consistent. I don't mind Give and Take as well, but I don't think you actually play it in Levia. At least it blocks 3, thank goodness. Like, if you're going to experiment with these kind of flavorful cards, well, it's not flavor. It's nothing to do with Levi's flavor, but these fun cards, right, that like could do something. Oh, man, if they block it, I can put a Bloodrot Spells on top. At least they're a 3-block. So it's safe to experiment with these kinds of cards because they're not going to screw you most of the time because you can at least block 3 of them. Thank goodness. And with built-in Go again, maybe there's something there where our two cost curve with Hungering Slaughter Beast, Writhing Beast Hulk, you have more graveyard control as well. You'll be able to close the chain, send this to graveyard, fix the fact that you just sent a card from graveyard if they blocked it back to top of deck. There's some minor play. Like, I think you could maybe play this, is my point. Maybe play this. Other than that, nah, man. Nothing really for Levia in here. Nothing really for Levia. I mean, you could try to work some of these 2-cost ones into the Club Levia build with the Pummel Shell. That could work. I don't think that deck is going to be any better than the other grindier decks that exist right now, like the current versions of Oldhim, probably Riptide, right? Like, how's a Pummel deck ever going to cheese over the top of a deck that can play, like, double defense reaction? And, you know, well, okay, to be fair, Intimidate would probably close that matchup fine, but you just wouldn't deal any damage until then. So I think Levia, look, folks, I think you really got to take a break for Levia right now. There's actually no point in putting your time into Levia when clearly next set she gets help. So if you play Levia right now, it is probably the worst timing in the world because she obviously gets help next set. So all you're doing right now is throwing away time that you could be exploring more interesting, more fun heroes. Like, really, that's my perspective right now. Actually, I'm asking the community, please don't play Levia this set. There is no reason. Even as like the biggest Levia fan, I am happy to put her on the back burner because next set is when I want to do all the experimenting. There is no reason to do it right now. Like, actually none. Actually none. Especially with the fact that, like, Pro Tour's coming out. There's 2 more callings. Like, you know, put your time in where it's valuable. Because right now, Levia is going to screw you. There is no reason to play this hero right now because our time is there. It's on the calendar. July, baby. July, we come back. We're just going to hibernate for a bit. Play something else. Please play something else. Except for me on Mondays. For me on Mondays, I'll play Levia. That's just how it's going to be. We'll do something. Unless people really, like, don't care about her. But people care about seeing, like, at least how badly she's doing, right? So that's what we'll do on Mondays. We'll go 0-4 on stream. All right, let me catch up on chat because people are getting spicy in there. Chat's, like, really far away from the microphone. Let me move that. Let me move chat over here. There we go. Now I can see you better. Hi, chat. 1 second. Let me catch up here. Wait, Levia has good matchups? Well, Josh, no. Let's just put it this way. You can have good matchups, but any matchup can be terrible at the drop of a hat. You never know. Like this, oh my god. I played in the PTI event with Levia, and round 1 I played Arakni. He was a relatively newer player, just experimenting on Arakni. And I did just win that matchup like 19-0, very easy. Only played 1 Blood Rush. It really wasn't about that. It was about recursion. But then round 2, I'm playing against Will Bradshaw, and he's on Briar. And he has like a very strong start. And I'm just trying to keep up. Don't see a Blood Rush. We're just trading hands. Like, I'm getting, you know, some like a decent 3-card handoff, but then like nothing for a turn. Then he's got his power turn, and I'm full blocking. I haven't really built up Blood Debt yet. And then he has some crazy massive turn that I was convinced, like, it was channel mount with snap, snatch, like all this stuff. A turn that I was just convinced ended the game. I full blocked. And I'm like, you know what? The only way I win is if he draws a dud hand and I draw gas. He draws his hand. It's dead. It's 4 non-attacks. My hand was good. We're right back in the game. But that's nothing to do with Levia. That's literally the fact that Briar bricked. Nothing to do with what Levia does. He just bricked. Because of that moment in the game, we actually got pretty close. We start trading way more closely in life totals. I'm actually gaining a lead. I think the game was actually going kind of long too. It was interesting. I think I was at like 15 and he was at 11. But I knew he had a channel mount because he had fused it with a Bramble Spark and put it in Arsenal. And I drew up my hand and it only dealt 7 damage unless I rolled Scab Skins. And if I just deal 7 there, he gets a 5-card hand with channel mount and the game is actually over. The game will actually end if he gets that off. So I had to roll Scab Skins to at least present 12, so I take a card out of him. Like, I had to at least do that. I roll Scab Skins, it's a 1. I concede. Like, what? like, come on, man. Come on. No justice. You know, like, when Briar gets a dud hand, it's like, okay, game goes on. It's 1 bad hand. When Levia, like, stumbles like that, I mean, the game was over whether I just swung 7 or rolled a 1. The only way I win is like take the 50-50 on the die and, you know, get a 12 damage turn out of it. So when you low roll with Levia, you actually just lose. You don't just like skip a turn, you lose. Anyway, absolutely tilting. And then next round I paired against a Kano. I had no AB and I just scooped and I was out. So there you go. That was my PTI run. Freaking awful. Freaking awful. Oh my goodness, chat is scrolling. What did you miss? Levi got nothing. Yeah. We talked about that. Oh, what's up, other Ethan? I hear you, man. I'm pretty sad. Chain only got 1 single card. Oh, well, you play Chain and Blitz, so that makes sense. That makes sense. You do look towards that kind of thing. Riptide should have a crossbow as his main weapon. We'll see. There's a lot of, like, interesting teasers coming out for the future of Ranger. I mean, this dude's obviously a pirate, right? Like, obviously a pirate, and yet here he is in the Ranger class. And he's got a gun, I think, as well, right? Like some kind of harpoon gun. If they hadn't fixed Corsham, this card was going to sweep the calling. Actually, yeah. A judge told me about that as soon as I revealed it, that they had to figure out the Corsham ruling with Gore Belching. And no, it's a simultaneous reveal, so you don't get all the triggers. Okay. Let me go through. Next set is the Shadow and Light, but not Brute. Well, that isn't... I guess technically that's not specified that it's Shadow Brute support, but from what I know, it's very heavily alluded to being Levia and Bolton focused. Chain and Prism are just like the sprinkling on top because their card pools are already good. That's like all I guess I can't even confirm that. That's just what I've heard. Will Azalea get on the leaderboard finally? Absolutely. It is surprising to me that she hasn't yet. She's actually not bad. And she could have her day where if a bunch of people are just playing Azalea, she could have had her matchups to just win randomly at some event. Like she can do it. Like she beats Icelander, she beats like any aggro deck, Briar, Fi. It's just another game of inconsistencies with her, unfortunately. The question is, will we really get good cards? Yeah, sure we will. Levi was talking about taking a break too? Taking a break from Azalea? Levi was talking about taking a break from Azalea? Is that what you mean, Josh? There's no way. I'm pretty excited for Azalea. I mean, I could be totally wrong on like what she really needed to be better, but I feel like that quiver is just a straight buff. Why not? Right? Where is it? Her specialization. This one. Yeah. You get to run potentially some aim counter cards alongside Death Dealer. Like Azalea needs to run Death Dealer. And now you've got a way to really integrate aim pretty easily into that playstyle. I think she's probably fine. I don't know how to build the decks, but that's my first read. What do you think Levia needs? Well, she needs to... And that's actually kind of a tough question. She needs to have a better identity because as of now, if you go full recursion, the issue becomes the only way to really like stabilize that game plan is by running very unstable cards like Shadow of Blasphemfet. That card is like it's a complete like spin on like how Levia, a recursive deck, wants to play, which is like very finite graveyard control. It's about being able to craft your hand exactly as you want, block with this, keep this, arsenal this, pitch this to recursion, whatever. But the Shadow Blasphemfet engine to pull those out is the opposite of that playstyle. It is a random card. It is a red. It is a non-block later in the game. It's just a very confusing card for how recursive Levia wants to play. But you do need to run it because you can't just like play all game waiting to draw Howl, block with Howl, then banish Howl, then get the loops going. So I think they were just very scared of committing more power to Levia's like recursive threats because there is a pretty degenerate game plan loop possible if recursion's too easy to set up. Then Levia's just doing the same thing every turn. She's just doing above rate damage every turn, no sweat, there's never an issue of like controlling the graveyard when you can immediately cast out what playables you want with Howl, Unworldly, Howl, Deep Rooted Evil. Like those loops are really good. They just are very hard to get to right now with recursive Levia. But if they think that's not a big problem anymore, then give us better ways to get there. I'd love to see like a headpiece or something that just says start the game with a Blood Debt, in your Banish Zone. I mean, is that crazy? Is that too crazy to ask for? Probably. Would it fix like every problem that deck has? Oh god, yeah. The kind of suite of banish cards also hasn't been fully fleshed out. Like we don't have another 3-cost, which like kind of in the vein of like Boneyard Marauder, Hungering Slaughterbeast into that other generic like Shadow Brute card that doesn't gain anything from banishing 3, but just has banish 3 as cost. You would think that card is 8/7/6 which is just a natural blue 6 that we would eventually get. I feel like that card's missing, for one. But beyond that, I would have to think about it more. The other Ethan in chat, Galaxy, is trying to rebuild his list so he can fit in Gore Belching. Seems incredibly strong with Chain. You can get 3 card hands for 13-14, which is great. Actually, that's a very good point. That Banish synergy in Chain specifically probably is pretty high, right? Like you can go ahead and just gain an intellect, basically. The problem would be giving this go again. Because, this is a generic, so the Soul Shackle wouldn't hit it. It'd have to be off, like, Art of War, Spellbound, Razor or something. But that is a good way to look at it. Just draw a card almost from that. Plus the fact that, like, you can probably hit some of the lower rate blues, and then this comes in for 0 for 5. Or like, hit like Shadow Verser. Amazing. Good idea. He wanted to try other heroes, says Levi. It would make him better, he said. Okay, I mean, I don't disagree. I think he's really good anyway. Levi's insanely good. He plays Icelander really well. I feel like that deck's pretty hard. Levi needs to remove randomness. Yeah, she does. Levi is the kind of deck where you don't want randomness to be part of her, a part of like what is her downfall. You don't want randomness because she already has just innate card game randomness of I can draw a hand that literally loses me the game. That can just happen because the nature of a card game. Like I drew a hand versus a Briar at the PTI that was unworldly, beast within, like some blue. And like, what the hell do I do with that hand? I can full keep that hand to throw 10 damage. I can full keep that hand to throw 10 damage and turn off Blood Debt. That is awful. That is awful. The hand doesn't scale well. It doesn't, like if I keep 2 cards to turn off Blood Debt that way with just unworldly, that does nothing. The +4 doesn't apply to weapons. I can't play Deeper Evil off that because that cost a whole 3. I didn't have Ghostly out. So like, there are hands, and that's not even the worst hand. The Unworldly was the only reason I could even turn off Blood Debt. Imagine that card was like some other blue. Then I just like kind of lose on the spot with that hand. It's awful. So there's already that part of card game randomness baked into Levia. That's fine. It's a card game. The other parts of Levia that start to freaking suck are the draw discard randomness. I hate that. The banish 3 at random as well can just get really out of hand because it's currently impossible to build a deck that like runs enough 6s that you have a non-zero amount of non-6s that could end up in your graveyard and just kill you at any point. It's a frustrating balance. Frustrating balance for sure. Especially since you can kind of like smell doom pretty early on in the Levia game. If your graveyard looks great at one point, like, oh, I've got, 3 hits, 2 misses. Like, let me go ahead and get a banish going and like try to balance that out. Hit all 3 6s. Then you leave 2 misses. Now the ratio's off for the rest of the game because at any point now, if your next hand has a non-6 that you're forced to block with, you could miss Blood Debt. Like, what the heck? Anyway, we're gonna be off the Levia rant and just play some Levia. Let's play the deck that I played at the PTI event. I think it was this one. Yes, it was. It was this one. I think we played this on stream as well. Do I want to change? Maybe we can be spicy. We'll add a Gore Belching. Actually, there's no reason. There's no reason to, right? No. It doesn't fit in this deck. Maybe we just build a new deck. So what would like the mutated mass Gore Belching Rouse version of Levia look like? We can probably start with like this as a base-ish. Let's see. We're not doing the royal stuff. Get that out of here. We need space. Space for mediocre cards. Come on. Gore. We're putting in 3. We're doing it. Putting in 3 Gore Belching. I need mutated mass in my blue slot. Mutated. Get out these. Why were blue Gravelings ever in this list? What is going on? Get these out. Oh, actually, I remember why. I was trying to do Rouse reveals, even off of blue here. You can do reveal 5 and an 8 with Deadwood Rumbler or Swing Big, and that still triggers Rouse. So maybe that's fine to leave. But yeah, maybe that actually is fine to leave. We'll add it back. We'll try that. I'm not sure I ever even played this deck. It was just an experiment. But let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. See how bad we lose. What are we at? 79 out of 80. What's missing from this list? What's missing? We have 1 copy of Reckless and a Doomsday for whatever reason. Gamblers. Skulls. I have no idea. Let's add Second Reckless, baby. No idea what's going on with this list. I think this is truly has never seen the light of day before. Alright, games in progress, deck link, CC, competitive C. No, we can't go competitive. I'm about to get stomped by something. Let's just take it easy first. Not like anyone really pays attention to the tag. Yeah, public. There we go. We're ready, folks. Ready to lose. Does Gore Belching even work? I mean, it loaded in, so I assume it does. Alright. Well, if Gore Belching wasn't in the list, I'd probably feel pretty fine about this matchup, but now we added 6 non-blocks to the list. So this definitely got worse. We added 3 mutated mass, 3 Gore Belching. Uh-oh. Hey, good luck. Command and Conquer is missing. Oh, no, I don't. I think specifically I'd taken that out to try the Rouse core better with the Reveal 8 and the blue 6s. Probably still should change back to something more stable early. But let's give it a go. Do I really want to add in more blocking cards or just, you know, try the experiment firsthand right here, right now? I probably should take out some of this mess. Let's take out those for at least cards that block 3. Oh, Jesus. What a mess this is going to be. Let's do it. Gore hitting mutated mass. Let's make it happen. Don't have much practice against Levia. This is a meme build. So, not gonna be... But hopefully it's a good game. Actually, I don't think you can see the chat yet because it has to scroll all the way down. Bravo just said he hasn't played against Levia much. All right, and well, we eat damage here. We eat damage here. That's what's happening. In the off chance that we do rip Blood Rush on this 1-card draw, let's get rid of the Hungering Slaughter Beast. It's our only choice. Only choice we get to make this turn. Wonderful. Love taking 6. Okay. Actually don't mind just playing out Deeper Evil. Get that out. Get that going. Normally you don't reset this piece very much. It's really just for the Art of War draw. Hoping you have Art of War parked in Arsenal. But we're seeing it in a way where we can actually probably get decent use out of it because the graveyard's light. Sure. Pitch like this. Set up Boneyard. Did I add any new generics? I added my spoiler card, Ryan. We're going to pop off with Gore Belching. Woo-hoo-hoo. Can't wait. Can't wait to pop off with Gore Belching. More realistically, reveal a 6 and then... Oh, here we go. Reveal a 6 and then it deals 1 damage. That's more realistic. This hand also just... This kind of hand makes me so sad because, like, I never want to play this. This is just... We try to Art of War it away, get it out of me, get out of this hand, and then yet Terror Sunder is gonna ruin it all. So, don't really get to make good choices. Oh, it's Terror Sunder on a Choke Slam as well. Well, this is looking really good for us. Yeah, it's looking, yeah, great turn. Great turn. All right, well, here's what we do. We block 2 because that's about all the choice we have. Then we discard Art of War Pulping and we pretend Gore Belching hits Mutated Mass. Not awful, is it? Not awful. Oh yeah. Get these out of my hand. I want a 0 for 7. Or a 0 for 0. How about that? How about that synergy? You don't see that every day. Swinging with a red for 0 attack. Pretty hot stuff. Pretty hot stuff. Thank you, Gore Belching. The synergy is unreal. Oh yeah, baby. Oh god. Oh, this card's so bad. Good question. Does it swing for -1? I guess technically it does, right? Because it says minus the attack. It doesn't specify like up to -7. So I wonder how Talishar shows that. Well, this dude is unrelenting. Really hot stuff, my guy. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this Blood Rush turn off and use our good cards to win the game, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Well, we were a blue away from having nutso damage. Or a yellow, even. That's okay. We'll still go Dread into Boneyard. Arsenal Hungering. Sag. The Bravo has played 4 cards. And yet, I think the biggest feels bad was still the Gore Belching. Even all through these hit effects, the biggest feel bad was something I did to myself with Gore Belching. That's rough. Whew. Oh, Levia. Like, truly, one of the better uses for Gore Belching is probably like a 1-of in Benji. You know? Just run it as a 1-of in Benji. Because it's guaranteed to pretty much always hit for at least 0 for 5, right? And if you only run 1, then it can't reveal itself. It's like, that's fine. Run it that way. Don't run it like this, folks. Please don't. Okay, at least it had go again. It actually was possible to miss. But you do what we got to. Hit that deep-rooted. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ethan, great job on the Battle Hardened coverage. Thank you. I actually really appreciated everyone's patience with that, even though top 8 like kind of crashed, which was really sad because I loved having the card guys in the booth. I know exactly what the problem was for next time. It truly is the third USB 3.0 that I plugged in. The third camera feed. So I need to downgrade those to lower quality cameras, unfortunately, but then I can plug them into 2.0 ports and I don't get USB overload. And there will literally be no more problems. Like, that is the exact issue. I know how to fix it. It does mean the stream needs to take like a tiny dip in quality because those 4K cameras go back to 1080p. But hey, if that means the stream is smooth AF, let's do it, right? Why not? And Richmond's next month. Check this out, folks. Next Battle Harden is like the most hype Battle Harden I think we'll ever have, because it is the only premier event before Pro Tour, and it's the weekend before Pro Tour, and it's with outsiders, obviously, and we'll like, everyone's gonna be hungry for that kind of content. I can't wait. So I really want Richmond to be perfect, really do. All right, well, this Rouse hand doesn't reveal for anything. It also just has 1 action point. We also don't have Gamblers because it was the Bravo matchup. So let's just YOLO. Let's do it. Only rolled a 2. Okay, so our hand deals 7. That's what you're telling me. Interesting stuff. Well, we'll deal the most damage we can. Get stuck with a non-block in hand. It is what it is. God, this deck's so bad. Look at these cards. There's a yellow Deadwood Rumbler and a blue Hungering Slaughter Beast in this deck. Holy mother. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's, like, those cards are just so low quality. There's no reason to want them next hand. Technically, the Deadwood Rumbler would help us trigger Rouse, but it's not like triggering Rouse really wins us the game. Oh, you know what? It was actually probably fine to leave it, though, because this is our forced Arsenal. I'm going to put this in Arsenal. I guess I could put Mutated Mass to try to cycle it out, because it's a non-block otherwise. That's probably a small bit better. But if I put the Rouse in and I knew I was drawing the Deadwood, yeah, then I try to fight to keep this hand, because at least it goes Rouse into Hungering. Damn, that's my bad. Made fun of the card too much. It actually would have done something for us. Richmond is also my hometown and the weekend of your sister's wedding in Mexico. Oh no, Victoria. Unfortunate. Well, now I'm conflicted. I feel like I really just need to get this out. This in hand is just absolute trash. We'll just try to cycle it out with Crown. He's obviously trying to keep something, so Crown's probably demanded this turn anyway. Trying to make Gore Belching work by adding in Rouse and Mutated Mass, exact same cards, makes Rouse not work. Hype. No, imagine this scenario, though. Imagine this scenario. Your hand is Gore Belching, Mutated Mass, Rouse. Oh, okay, so it is crippling. Well, it's not dominated, actually, so we weren't forced to use Crown. So this should have been the Hungering, in reality, if this is all they were doing. Because then we can, you know, block 3, pitch for that. Not going to happen, though, so we do have to... Yeah, with 6 Blood Debt, we do have to then block here. Unfortunate. I wonder if I try to high roll. I could try to I could try to do this. High roll scabs hit and at least throw 12. I'm feeling the greed, but it's very wrong. So it should just be this then. I'm still going to roll scabs because maybe I throw a claw swing in there. That could be nice. Art of War. Well, that's in Arsenal next turn. That's not bad. All right, let's not roll a 1. Let's not roll a 1. Only a 2. Dang. Well, now I could actually just play Art of War then, because we have Deep-Rooted Evil, so that'll be live. So the ideal draw on that would be a 2 cost and a blue, and then we actually get like a 12 damage turn out of it. Otherwise, it's just throw 6, Arsenal Art of War. I'm a gambling man. Let's do it. Give me a 2 cost and a blue. Not quite it, is it? Not quite it. Wait, what was that play? Actually, I have no idea why I just did that. That makes no sense. Wait, let me undo this. I do not want to put Beast within an Arsenal. That is awful. I'd rather just do this, Arsenal and Worldly. Oh my god. This deck's so non-functional. We're not playing this one again. Gore Belching just makes no sense when you're trying to pack so many 6s in your deck. Just for the potential high roll of Mutated Mass and Rouse hits, it ain't worth it. It is not worth it. We could either trade it for 3 damage right now. Actually, it looks like their hand's not very powerful, so we could throw it then, because I don't really want this in Arsenal, to be fair. It does help clear it out, though, and we will have the Deep-Rooted Evil to reset. I think it's fine, then. We'll keep it. Okay. Blood Rush hype. This is our good card. Okay, Unworldly Bellow, I see you. Yeah, you can go. You're useless. It should have been 3 damage. Oh well. Banish, buff. We need to turn off Blood Debt, is what it is. Not a very strong turn. Not a very strong turn. But we had to turn off Blood Debt. Getting a little too high. There's actually a world where we still win this. 2 Blood Rush turns that actually, like, aren't half bad. Kind of crosses the finish line for us a little bit. We still have one more Gore Belching that I'm terrified of drawing, though. What happens if we do? What do we do with it? We can't block with it. We can't pitch it. We have to play it. Oh, no. Yeah, there's potential for Screamer DRE. We definitely go that route. It is possible. So, we try to make that play. Let's see it. Oh, it hit. Oh, it hit. Okay, now the turn's actually pretty hot. It did it. It did it, folks. Levia busted, confirmed. Would have been so different if we just didn't turn off Blood that didn't get go again. How much worse would the narrative change? Yeah, pretty bad, wouldn't it? Dozer in the chat. Oh, I didn't see you. What's up? Long time no see. You getting back into the Fab game there, bud? I know school was... Wasn't it school that you were focusing on for a bit? Hopefully that went well for you. And here we go. Deep-Rooted. Yeah, the +1 on Art of War coming in. Actually got value out of it. Normally, if you play that scenario, you just expect +1. But the draws were there. $19 damage. Not awful. 19. A little bit better than, you know, your average play, which is 18 on a hand like this. The problem is we had to spend Art of War to do it. And I believe that's all Art of Wars, right? Yeah, all. If we actually win, I'm going to feel so bad for this opponent. Sure. Oh, nice. Another pretty unplayable hand. I think we're just going to do the Deadwood then. Just make the Deadwood play. It'll hit. It'll hit, right? Yeah, there we go. And we'll banish the DRE. Beautiful stuff. Good job, deck. All the non-Gore Belching parts of the deck are functioning fine. Is there even Wild Ride in this list? I haven't seen one yet. I'm pretty sure there is, though. So we still could just die to full non-blocks. That could definitely happen. Triple Wild Ride, Gore Belching, all in one hand. What do you do? No, you can't play Rouse that hand. That was 3 yellows. You don't get the reveal off. Alright, their own Rouse here. Well, they don't kill us with this. They could put us at 1 if we say no blocks to... Well, we do have to block with 1, I guess, the Dread Screamer. So that's not awful. We get another Bloodrot turn off with a Hungering Slaughter Beast in Arsenal. I'm down for this. I'm down for this. Sure. We know it's not a pummel, of course, because they revealed on Rouse. Dozer's probably even going to try Ranger. Don't really have a preference between Azalea, Lexi, Riptide. That's crazy, because they're all very different. I actually think I want to play Lexi first, more than anything. I did buy a bunch of Lexi stuff, just kind of specking that she'd get some cool support. I think the best card she probably got was just the Quiver, but, like, you know, yeah, definitely run it. There's no deck build cost to it. It's just 1 slot in your board. Why block? Because this is a non-6. This is a non-6, chat. Let's see. That's probably a safe block as well, just because the game might only last 1 more turn. So we'll buy the life out of it now. Sure. Here we go. Give me 2 yellows. Give me a yellow and a blue. Give me a red and a... Even this works. This is fine. Red and a blue. Still a decent combination. This is 18 damage. We'll take it. Red, yellow, red, red. We're not the draws. We didn't see them. We get to play the game. Amplify Arrow is really good for Lexi too. Which one was Amplify? Is that the majestic yellow that says something like, if you would gain attack, like gain 1 more? Is that one? I love the art on that one. Very elemental, if that's the one you're talking about. Yes, Ethan, it's that one. Thank you, Dozer. Oh, we actually have 88 people watching. That's pretty incredible. Normally the daily streams get like 50. So thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Very cool. You could see a glorious death this exact turn, folks. There are so many non-6s in the graveyard here. I mean, it's not really possible, right? My opponent can't block this. They just die. But I don't know. What if it's like double sync? Is that enough? They take 1. They go to 5. We come in for 8. They block. They go to 1. Yeah, so if it's like double defense reaction, which it's probably not, then there is a world where we miss Blood Debt and die and they live at 1. Oh, Levia. Oh, Levia. Let's see it. Ah, we were safe. We turned off Blood Debt. We did it. We did it, folks. We did it. We actually won the game. Gore Belching Levia. Confirmed. To beat a matchup that was already very beatable. Sick. Alright, GG's opponent. GG. Wow. I really did not expect that win. That is what happens when all 3 Blood Rushes actually deal at least 18. That's the only reason we won. Only reason we won. Pretty incredible, though, because we took that Spinal dominated turn 1 into Chokeslam, Terror Sunder, into Spinal. Actually, and a Crippling as well. Granted, not dominated. Not a bad showing, actually, for a deck that's like full non-blocks. That's actually... This is an interesting one. This is a lot of non-blocks that we saw that game, and we still got there. It just kind of lined up a bit better for us. The disruptive turns we were able to still pull through. Interesting game. All right, let's do one more then. Let's try this list one more time. Oh God, why can't I be playing Recursion Levia? Yo, good luck. If I was playing Recursion Levia, oh, this would be such an interesting game. Now we probably just stare down and Eradicate that vanishes our entire deck. Not cool. All right, let's put in the That All You Gots then. Interestingly enough, though, the Deadwood Rumblers can banish their equipment, so that's not necessarily the sub. Actually, we can just kind of add it, right? It's Arakni, so we can go ahead, just put a bunch of stuff in. We're doing it. We're diluting the heck out of this deck. Down, though. This deck actually likes going second. It's a long enough game that Tunic... Well, if it's like a grindy Arakni, Tunic could be the right call. I actually played Tunic into the Arakni I played at the PTI event, and it was very useful. The game went long enough that Tunic felt better than Husk. Not sure I really believe that, though. Bad sample size. Let's just try this. Thanks. Josh actually spoke the truth. Goes back, like I said, even if the deck is bad, Ethan can make it work. Well, that was a game carried by Bloodrush. It really had nothing to do with me, but yes. Thank you. Appreciate all the energy you're channeling my way. What's this other one doing? Reaction cards have -1. Alright, well, we literally only have one reaction, and that's Reckless Swing. And if we're playing it, it's to kill him. So, Spider's Bite... I think we'll just say no blocks on that. This all of a sudden now only blocks 4 as a hand. But whatever. They only come in with 4, looks like. Not awful. Losing a red dread, though. Yikes. Alright, Gore Belching. Pull through. Let's see it. Let me draw into, like, a playable Rouse hand, where Rouse comes in for 7, Gore Belching comes in for 7. I get Arsenal out of it. Please. Oh my god. Okay, we actually drew the hand. We drew the hand. And Gore Belching is less likely to hit Gore Belching now, because we got 2 in hand. Let's see it, deck. Pull through. Pull through. Hit mutated mass. Let's go! Oh. Okay. Way less exciting. Sorry. Apologies. Hype beast for no reason. Jesus Christ. Oh no. And now we draw this. Not like this, deck. Not like this. Oh, sigh. Sigh, sigh, sigh. Well, we're pretty much actually forced to crown, but we can't even crown away the Gore Belching. It's crown away one of these so that the Bloodrot hand is playable. Ugh. Or we can just say ship it. And play Bloodrush with 2 non-6s in hand. Really get ballsy about it. I'm down for some spice. It's stream after all. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Alright, now that definitely can't be the play. So I guess we'll just play Dread Screamer. So, Dread Screamer will roll Scabs, try to go Claw Claw, Arsenal Bloodrush. Not awful. Not awful. It does mean 1 Bloodrush is now at the bottom, which is kind of not ideal next to that. Only got a little bit hard to track regardless because of all the manipulation that Arakni's going to throw our way. Man, the fact that I got in at 4 a.m. and haven't eaten yet and had no coffee is like actually hitting me. I feel like I'm slurring like crazy. Nope. All right, so now we've got a choice. We know his hand. Well, actually, we don't know much about what his hand could be. It could be a CNC pummel even. I don't know if that's how they're going to be built these days. It could still be a leave no witnesses, so Arseling Bloodrush can feel pretty risky. I mean, it's always what we're going to do anyway, so then the choice becomes, do we try for double Bloodrush, hope that Arsenal is not under threat, but then also play around a bit. If Arsenal is under threat, we at least keep a Bloodrush in hand to play that copy. Or we pitch one now, keep the Bloodrush in Arsenal, knowing that we have a blue 6. I think I'm going to go for the double Bloodrush in this scenario. I haven't played it enough to know what would feel better. Okay. So as long as that's not leave no witnesses, we actually like what we ended up doing. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, interesting. Let's draw some blues. Okay, let's play Art of War. Oh, God. Not great either. So our turn can just be Claw into Deadwood. Pretty weak for spending a Blood Rush and Art of War on the same turn. Not awful, though. Not the worst it could be. I'm down for that, then. At least come in for 14 damage. Not perfect, but it'll do. Oh, no, we needed our Rousing deck to trigger Gore Belching. Oh, it's coming in for 11, actually. 16. Not awful, then. Only 2 less than kind of your average Blood Rush turn. It was that all you got? Deadwood, so we'd rather put this next. These would get banished anyway, kind of unfortunate. Okay, adding a bunch of trash into our deck is really hurting these draws. Oh my god. The Blood Rushes have become so inconsistent. Ay, ay, ay. Well, in that case, we play for Boneyard into Claw on a 2-card hand. Rouse doesn't do anything close to what it's been pitched by. Unworldly helps clear the graveyard a little bit more, so I think I'd rather block like this. Just get this out. What is this one even looking for? Cards with 1 or less? Oh, there's not that many in the deck. No silver on their side of the board anyway. Alright, Scabbies, baby. Make it a 2-card 9, please. Ugh, no. 2-card 6 is so much worse. So much worse. 1, 2, 3, 4 misses in the yard. Only 2 blood debt, though. Huh. Interesting. He can flick knives his scalpel into your face in response to that all you got to make it block for 2. Oh yeah, actually I forgot about that. We are running that all you got. So this does have more targets it affects. Yes, he could do that. I'm not sure why though. It still would have been a full block on the 4. Ooh, okay. This hand starts to look juicy. Yeah, that's a full keep. That's a full keep. Go ahead, hit me. We get to keep Doomsday. That is very important. Okay, well, now it could be a Leave No Witnesses. We get a little more scared, to be fair. Keeping Doomsday in this matchup. If you see Doomsday banished, the matchup feels so much worse. But we're getting away with it here. We know we at least pitch it. We won't get to play it this hand, but it's nice to know that for the next portion of the game, it won't just get randomly banished off the top. Cards 2 or less, so that's really just Rouse and Mutated Mass. So that's just basically vanilla. I'm fine with that. Oh, he actually did it. He hit the Mutated Mass. Well, that kind of helps in the end, doesn't it? So it's not bad. We traded 2 silver for Mutated. I think I'm fine with that. Fine. Okay. Well, we full kept because drawing all reds like that is now at least still a playable hand. We don't get Arsenal out of it, but we get 19 damage. Oy. Alright, Arakni. Let's see if you can match my damage. Blocking with surgicals, eradicates. Like that a lot. I'm down. If Shadow Brute got Intimidate tech, that'd be sick.
Great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you.
Thank you, Jacob Smith. Thank you, Michelle Obama. Kind words. You're proud of me. Okay, so I haven't actually put a 6 at the bottom for the Beast Within stack. So on a Beast Within banish, I would prefer probably drawing Swing Big, since that means Blood Debt would be off. Then Doomsday, then Deep Rooted. That's a Beast Within that if it triggers does like 6 damage to us though. Not great. Like Banish 3, if you hit 6 Intim, that'd be an interesting crossover to make more of the generic brute package work with Levia. The Intimidate stuff, yeah, there's just no reason to add a lot of that package to the deck. You can add like the 0 cost barraging beatdowns as a bit of preemptive graveyard fill, which is really nice. The problem is you just start to fight with consistency slots that could otherwise go to turn off Blood Debt, be more 6 synergistic. So to see a little bit of marriage in a Shadow Root actual card would be cool. Okay, so Leave No Witnesses does nothing to our arsenal. We can also go for the play where we pulping and hope to go 2-card 12 with Boneyard Marauder. I'm down to gamble a little. It's only 4 Blood Debt if we miss. Sure. What's the likelihood that that's a defense reaction? They haven't used it in a while. They didn't pump it when I blocked 4 on whatever that was. It could be a defense reaction. That would actually suck. That'd be bad. So I wonder if for that reason I actually try to roll Scabs first and just go for Deadwood Rumbler into Boneyard. That could be an option. I don't know why, I'm really feeling it's a defense reaction. I'm feeling it. I smell one. It's a 4. Okay. Okay. They don't have any equipment in the graveyard, though, for Deadwood to get that kind of value. Don't know if they run Remembrance, but if they do, I probably want to get rid of Eradicate. I could still just make the Pulping play, because all we did was play around the fact that if Pulping misses or they have a defense reaction. I think we'll still do that then. Okay, not bad. Not bad. 3-card 12, set Art of War in Arsenal. I like it. Six count. 1, 2, 3. It could miss. Let's improve our odds just a tiny bit. Cool. Cool. That's 3 Scabs rolls, 2 misses, 1 hit. So the next one better be a hit, right? That's how math works. Alrighty. They eat it. So I actually have Go again. Oh, but Mutated wouldn't be 4. Because that's a 1, that's a 1. Yeah, so I do Arsenal with Art of War. I don't know, actually. They only played 1 Leave No Witnesses and, what, 2 CNC? So if my Arsenal's under pressure, then maybe I just trade it for 3 damage right now. Huh. I do have Husk, though, so I think I'm inclined to at least fight for that Art of War. Yeah, let's keep it. Yeah, and actually, for a hand like this, we need Art of War. So, we'll do what we can. Protect it. Annihilate the Armed. Okay. This one is looking for attack actions. Okay, so likely to generate some silver. But not something we really have to worry about for true disruption. Still at a point, though, where if they pump it with like a cut to the chase, my Husk is gone. So I do kind of have to Husk right now. Not great. It's not protecting us from a really relevant hit effect here. But we're under the right amount of life threshold. And I don't really want to block with a card just for 2. Because that Spider's Bite. So, goodbye, Husk. We will let it go. Well, let's see. Actually, if we block 4 effectively, then we're taking 1. Even if they pump it by an extra 3, we're only taking 4. We'd be able to keep Husk in theory. If it's a double pump, though, then that's a problem. Also, if I just let it hit, then maybe they black tech and get to play out another attack. I do think I have to Husk then. We'll do it. Alright, that's 1 pump. If it's a second pump, then we made the right call. Nope, so it's another attack. This is rough. If that's Leave No Witnesses now. Definitely pretty punished. It's not. Okay, it's not. Looking for base Go again? Ha! Joke's on you. There's no base Go again in Levia. 0. But it still could trigger the previous contract, which is likely to hit. So they're probably going to end up with 2 silver. That's still fine. We'll take it. Yep, 2 silver. Alright, Art of War. Treat me nice. Go again. Banish to draw. Let's get rid of this Hungering. Ooh. Oh, we have a Deadwood. Okay. We could actually go for the banish play on black deck. Possibilities, possibilities. We could also go for the Boneyard now into Wild Ride, pitch the Hungering. That at least leaves us open to then Claw, because Mutated would only be at 2. Other line, Deadwood now, 2 float. Has base go again from the Art of War. That 2 floating could go to Scab's Roll, Boneyard, Mutated? That's not awful. I'm gonna try this. Okay. Let's get rid of that black deck, shall we? Bye-bye. Cool interaction. I love it. Not like it was really gonna get more use this game, honestly. I think 2 uses was already a lot for that card. But it does buy us now an extra bit of damage, because that 2 silver can't be used right now in this next turn cycle to buy back black deck. So it has to make them wait, right? They need to break something, use that silver to buy the next thing. So, okay, they're blocking 7. Okay, so we can either go for the play of Scabs into Boneyard Mutated. We could go for the Wild Ride, hope that it hits, and then Mutated that way. But then we're out of arsenal, so it is always better to try for the Scabs. So we get to keep the Mutated Mass, or the Wild Ride arsenal. Let's see it. We hit twice. We rolled a 6 this time. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. So in that case, I'm actually inclined to play the Mutated first, so I can close the chain and try to rebanish it with Boneyard. It's only 2, though. Ugh, come on, these Hungering Slaughter Beasts. Here we go. Oh, we hit it again. Hey, not a bad turn, actually. Not a bad turn. Good job, Levia. You're doing things. We can't miss Bloodrot on a graveyard like this. Love it. Love it, love it. Wow. Not bad. They full pass into a Wild Ride and Arsenal. That's pretty hype. That's probably going to be a pretty live hand. Yep. Yep. Looking pretty good. Even baseline, we get to go Dread Screamer, pitch here, into Wrecker Romp, or into pitch Wrecker Romp for the Wild Ride, into Claw at least. Or I guess Mutated would be one more, actually, so Mutated. Good job, deck. It's functional. Why do we think Levi's obsolete? You can go back to the rant at the beginning of this video, but let me tell you, this set only did her dirty. Only did her dirty. It's not like she'll be obsolete forever. It's obsolete this metagame. Like, you really... Even though I'm winning on stream, alright, disregard these results. Disregard these results. You should just take a break from Levia. Like, I promise you, it's the right call. Wait until Dusk Till Dawn and actually play with new cards and a metagame that hopefully is healthier for her across the board. Plus, I mean, she'll be all the hotness anyway. You would hope. Unless she gets completely overshadowed by Chain and Prism. Then we're kind of back to our niche role, and that feels good too. So it's just a win-win. Just wait. Wait till Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, so we play the Wild Ride because it's more likely that we'll get the Gogen off of it. Oh, no. We didn't. We didn't. Well, we did what we could, even if we just played the pulping. No, actually, shoot, that's my bad. They double blocked. So it should have always been pulping there. Because that worst case, like, that just ends their turn. They block with 2 cards. We keep Wild Ride and Arsenal. If they don't, then we get Mutated off. Yeah, so actually it should have been pulping. Just because they block 2 preemptively. Yep. Little punished. They sink. Little punish. Codex of Frailty. Okay. Each hero puts an attack action card from their graveyard face down in their arsenal. Each hero that does discards a card. Interesting. Oh, so they just... Wow. They don't have to deal with the negative. Interesting. Create a Ponder token under your control and a Frailty token under each opponent's control. Jeez. Yeah, it really should have been pulping then. That is just my bad. Straight my bad. That would have forced this play to not happen. And now to leave no witnesses. Yeah. Good stuff, opponent. Good stuff. We actually can't even block, so the pulping's just gone. That is sad. Oh goodness, my bad. What does Frailty even do? Your attack action cards played from Arsenal and weapons have -1. Oh, well that's fine. We're losing our Arsenal. We're all good. We're all good here. I have faith. The Art of War is always at least going to push Mutated Mass live. So, worst case, we can lead with that into Wild Ride. The turn goes different. We could also say +1 in the hopes that Wild Ride hits. Well, we definitely always do this, though. I think I will say... This alone is going to present lethal if we push it to 7. This is Blade Break 1. They have Tunic. So, in theory, it doesn't necessarily mean they give us 1 card. So, we are probably going to have to push wider. Let's just force the go again in that case. Force the go again. Even if it misses. Gore Belching. Oh boy. Okay, well this actually changes things too. In theory now it can just be swing big into Mutated Mass. That's not bad. Yeah, we're not actually going to play Gore Belching. But it could be swing big into Mutated Mass. I don't hate that. Let's do it. That is a Mutated Mass coming in for 6. Oy, oy, oy. The peak of Levia Gaming. 4 non-blocks. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm surprised it happened as little as it did in this deck. I feel like in a real tournament, I'd draw that hand like every time. Just 4 non-blocks. All right. If they go to 1, we've got double Reckless in the deck that we haven't seen yet, just by the way. We actually haven't seen the double Recklesses. And I know I sided them in. They might have been bottoming them, to be fair. Didn't I pitch the Ivophidia next to... Yeah, I pitched the Ivophidia next to a Bloodrot this game, so that confirms we're in our pitch stack, I believe. Unless I'm thinking of last game, which could be the case. But either way, like, we do just inevitably win through Reckless Swing, so we have to just make sure we're turning off Blood Debt. So funny enough, like, Gore Belching is kind of our insurance there. Well, no, this hand does play this way, and Ivophidia guarantees it. So, a little bit different. Or have they been banishing Reckless? I guess I didn't check. No, they have not. Okay. So this says go again. Something else is obviously coming, so let's hold the That All You Got in Scab Skins for whatever the next attack is. This is not that threatening. It's a CNC. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? The ultimate punish. Oh my god. Dude, not like this. Not like this. I mean, we roll scabs in that case then. It's not the worst. It's still pretty bad though. Oh god, a 1 into a 2. You'll love to see it. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. This is the exact Deadwood Rumbler. Oh, I actually should have known this because we knew it was pitch stack. This is the Deadwood Rumbler that's next to the Beast Within that deals us like 6 damage. Oh my god. Not like this game. Not like this. This means that if we discard the Beast Within, we lose. Because we know there's like 6 misses after this Beast Within, just with how the pitch happened. So it has to be discard Gore Belching. Oh god. Well, let's lose in style. If it is Beast Within, it's Beast Within. The correct play would actually be to put Hungering, because if we discard Gore Belching to survive, then we want this in Arsenal, turn off Blood Debt. But if we discard this, we lose anyway, so let's go out in style. Let's go out in style. We did it. We did it. We played a full game and then killed ourselves! Let's go! Let's make it fancy though. I wanna do one last cool thing before we lose. which is banish his equipment. Let's do it, baby! Hell yeah! Woo! GG! That actually was pretty fun, though. I enjoyed that. GG's. All right, that's a self-kill on the board. Hey, Joshua, I forget your last name. The one who's always counting whether I died of blood debt. That's a self-kill to beast with a not blood debt. Change the leaderboard. Let's go. All right, that's a game. That's a game we played. It happened. Woo! Lexi with outsiders. That sounds terrifying. Let's join this one. Oh, God. We have so few 6 blocks. 8. It'll be this game where Gore Belching is a 0 for 7, right? Right? I would hope so. Dread Screamer is definitely okay. Doomsday is really not that hype. Let's move these boys out to the list. Sure. Good enough. Well, this could be... That all you got sometimes gets value. Nah. Let's run it this way. I'm down. Oh boy. Bit of a tilter, not gonna lie. I can play it off, but it does seep in, you know? It really does. That's actually my bad. A couple of misplays on that last turn cycle anyway. Should have blocked with the that all you got just in case it could have been CNC, so that was already rough. Because I wasted 3 life. We did die by -3, so we would have exactly died anyway. It's not like that actually changed anything. But that means I guess I could have blocked with scab skins one other point in the game, and I would have lived at 1. So those are my mistakes, like my specific mistakes that could have allowed me to live. Oh well. There's nothing we could do about the pitch stack on the Beast Within. It was literally what we drew. Too many non-6s next to each other. GG. That was yummy. This is a very bad Levia, but somehow, but we gotta try it, right? Pursuit of knowledge. We can just do the easy block here. I was deciding between watching and getting in some practice. Guess I got both. Well done. Well done, Trade Federations. You're a noob? Oh, no. After this game, you'll be, we're gonna skill you up. Alright, teach you the ins and outs on how to beat Gore Belching Levia. Be a pro. Okay. Go again, banish. Interesting how that panned out. Well, we chose Go Again and then drew into 2 Go Again cards. Huh. Doesn't really help us push more damage. It would just be Boneyard into either mutated for 2, pitch to a claw for 3. We could go for the Dread Screamer right now so that we get to pitch in for mutated mass, which is, I guess, technically more damage, because then that pushes it to 4 damage. But then it means we're forced to pitch the Boneyard, which is a pretty good arsenal. But it is the most damage we could do. That is the most damage we could do. So actually, yeah, we should play the Wild Ride then over Dread Screamer. Just because we don't really want to clear the graveyard necessarily. And there is a world where we play Wild Ride, we draw a blue, we discard Boneyard Marauder, and then we can actually go Dread into Mutated Mass. Okay, so that's better. Let's do it. Wasted the Go Again on Art of War, though. Feels bad. Gore Belching is a popper at least. Yeah, no, it does not block, unfortunately. You cannot. Nathan, tuning in. Nice job this weekend. Thank you, sir. I am so apologetic, honestly, over that top 8 game. You guys were absolutely killing it in the booth. Loved the vibe. Loved that you got to cast over Josh. And, of course, that round is the one where everything exploded. That top 8 round is when everything died. The rest of the day, honestly, I'd call it like, you know, still like a solid A. Solid A stream. Not an A+, definitely some issues. But holy freaking moly, top 8 just blew up. That was awful. I really felt bad about that. That was my bad. I probably should have just restarted the computer when I took that break between Swiss and Top Cut, just to make sure the things like the USB overload issue just at least were reset a bit. She's already in the dog box prior to Outsiders. Oh yeah, oh yeah. She's bad. She is I mean she's playable. The unfortunate news is you do lose to yourself, and that is not a very good look for the majority of players in this game. Why would you choose a deck that loses to themselves? It's a good question. It's not an easy question to answer, other than if you are deeply invested in the cult, the League of Levia, like I am. But even I am trying to take a break right now. Outsiders is just not her set. It just really isn't, but that's okay because she gets her set in July. I kind of want to Arsenal Gore Belching just for the fun of it. We could even... Oh god. We had exactly 3 misses, and we hit the 3 misses. Alright. Alright. It is what it is. We get past a full hand like this. I'm starting to think about what do we do with the second action point. Never mind. Levia things. Hold up. Hold up, folks. Levia things. We do just stop there. Alright, well, let's put Gore Belching in Arsenal. It's the only thing we can really do with it. Okay. Okay, it's a Rouse turn. I don't actually think I'm very good at Dromai. I played Dromai a lot, but I never really got to the point where I felt like I was doing anything special. I was definitely still behind the curve on the swath of other amazing Dromai players that were out there. Well, I do want to pop the Chromai, so I guess we don't go for the Rouse turn. We'll just roll Scabs. Little sad, but I do want to pop Chromai. I mean, considering our hand is like really built around pretending that Scabs hits, we could just play it a bit safer. Pop now, and then our turn is still, I guess, a Scabs roll. But then we go Hungering Slaughter Beast into Gore. And if that doesn't work, then at least we still threw 5. Yeah, sure. We can get rid of this then. Swing Big's such a good card, though. Now we'll just eat it. I'm willing to just be a little bit inefficient and hope that the Scabs hits, because Swing Big is just too much damage to let go of. Hit, baby. Yeah! Ooh, a 6, and we can actually use the 6. You love to see it. Alright, so in that case, let's lead with that Gore Belching. Let's get all cards on the table. Oh, this is interesting. So, we don't know what it's going to hit, but we still have to declare the target first. So if it's going to throw 1, then we might as well target the Ashwing. But I have big dreams. You can't have big memes without big dreams, so I feel like we'll throw face. Didn't matter. Didn't actually matter. Who knew? No matter which target, it was going to be a 0. Well, now we know. Oh, Gore Belching. Oh, Gore Belching. Why you do me like this? So I guess the mutated mass just clears the Ashwing then. Not the biggest deal. It was cool to see the production in person. The effort put in that stream setup is impressive. Oh, thanks, Allison. Did you come say hi? I can't picture who you are. But yeah, it's... I mean, the most amazing part about that stream setup is kind of the jigsaw puzzle that is packing it. I do have it where it truly fits in 2 bags. In 2 bags. And they're right here. Look at this. Wait, let me kill the Ashwing. They fit in 2 bags. You see that one? That's 1. And my chair is like deeply in the way. You cannot see the other one, but it's behind my chair basically. And the entire stream fits in that. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's the portability of it all. But it is a huge effort to make it fit. It's not easy. Like it takes a lot to like get it all tightly packed. How do we know the next set? I don't know if it was like officially spread around. But there was some magazine that went out for distributors that advertises the next set for Flesh and Blood. It is called Dusk Till Dawn, and it is confirmed to at least be a re-release. James White actually said this at Worlds, so it's not new information, but it is a reprint of Chain and Prism in some form, and the set itself is actually based around Shadow and Light support in general, which we would hope, and from what I was told by some people I trust, actually does mean Levia, like Shadow Brute style support, is coming. And you then assume Bolton, Light Warrior, that kind of thing too. Well, we could make it a Rouse hand pretty forcefully. I say we do it. We have no blood debt, so we can actually make plays that throw Rouse for 7 into like pulping, potentially. We keep the other blue, Claw. Pretty good turn. So we'll do it. You didn't seem busy? Yeah, I was definitely busy. Luckily though, the stress of that this weekend wasn't that bad. Indy, I was going insane. Indy, I literally felt like, yeah, just the most overwhelmed I pretty much ever have. But this event, way more low-key. The Battle Hardens are way less pressure because at the end of the day, you know, they're just for fun. The fact that I'm showing up and doing the stream and getting everybody on, and like, it's just for fun at the end of the day. And to the benefit of the community. And there's no, you know, there's not LSS overlords like over me saying like, hey, we gave you money for the calling, this better be something we have high expectations for. But, you know, honestly, even that is something I'm a little confused about because we saw now 2 callings run by the community. The one I did, and then the one Sushi Night did. And not bashing Sushi Night, but like there's definitely a difference in quality. Like definitely a difference in quality between the 2 of our productions. And so I don't know what the conversations were like with LSS to like support that side of the stream. Because I know I felt like I was under a lot of pressure at Indy. Then it seemed like that kind of changed for Sushi Night, so I just don't know. Anyway, not going to speak on things I really don't know, but that's my outside POV. We'll kill Azwalai, sure. Claws are coming in. Why not? Hopefully Prism can only run yellows in this new form. I just think... I actually kind of low-key expect Prism to maybe just get a reprint, but Luminaris does not come back. And a card like Luminaris stays out of the game for a very long time. I could kind of see that being the case. Gore Belching. We get to make the plays again. We get to try. We get to pretend. Well, if we want to be truly card efficient, then we will block here. Because we would Scabs roll anyway to go Hungering Slaughter Beast into Gore Belching. If Scabs doesn't hit, then we Arsenal Gore Belching. But at the same time, they could just generate a dragon here. Doesn't necessarily mean it's their whole turn. We'll take a bit of an inefficient gamble. We'll do it. New Prism weapon called Bluminaris. There is kind of a weapon already built around a blue base for Illusionist, though. So I don't think they'll pivot Prism that hard. She probably will still exist around like yellows being her core functionality. Because she will use all of the old card pool. It's not like those cards are gone. Light Illusionist, still a card pool she'll draw from. Those cards are still there. She'll get her old specializations back. It's all good stuff. Well, now I actually want to... Is Mutated Mass not in the Banish Zone? No. Yeah, now I don't mind just, like, killing Maragai. No need to roll Scabs. That'll just be my turn. We're already ahead on the damage trade, so no reason to let a dragon stick that I don't like. That does give him a full hand. So maybe we at least pretend Gore Belching does something by throwing face. We've pitched Arouse, we played Arouse, we played one mutated, so there's 2 mutated and Arouse that I could realistically hit. I don't really feel like rolling Scab Skins just for that. So, no, we'll kill Moragai and wait for when we have go again. Which we do have now. 89 people hanging out, let's go. It's pretty sick. What's funny is this horrible, like, 2-second build of Gore Belching Levia did win a game, and then it self-killed a game that we were actually supposed to win. Those are pretty good results. Like, it hasn't been a complete hot mess, and we're actually doing fine in this match as well. So, pretty exciting. I'm glad people stuck around. This is a bit new. Who knew? There is something to explore with Levia. Not like this card has done literally anything beneficial. I believe the 4 times we've played it, it came in for 0, 0, 1, and 1. Very bad. I mean, categorically just not something you ever want to put in your deck if that's what it's going to do. But we're still trying it. Don't let the memes be dreams. What am I even thinking about here? Our turn is just this because I want to play at the Gore Belching. Or we full keep so that I can go play Boneyard. Nah. We'll do this. Protect the life here. Dromai. Oh boy, actually, now that's a punish. Dromai's a punish. I could have kept the Boneyard then to pop both. Wonder if I still do it. If they swing Yandura, it's probably worth just blocking with Beast Within then. Swing Gore Belching at face, Arsenal Dread Screamer, only take 2 blood debt. That's actually fine. Let's see it. If they swing, I'm happy, actually. I'm fine to take that play. End of turn. Alright, well, now we do Dread into Gore. And pretend. And pretend. Anything for the spoiler card. Oh, yeah. Gore Belching. Actually, I didn't catch it when I first saw it, but this really is an evolution of Ravenous Rabble. I didn't say that when I revealed it live. I only realized it, like, literally right after. But they're very similar cards in, like, how their text is written, functionality. And then, you know, one just cares about pitch color, other one now cares about attack value. But even Ravenous Rabble into Gore Belching, it's like the before and after. It's kind of funny. All right, what do we think, though? Gore Belching, is it going to be a 1? Is it going to be a 0? Is it going to be a 7? We haven't hit a 7 yet, so I'm like kind of here for it. Let's do it. Give me a 7. Nope, it's a 1. God, every time, man. Every time. This is worse than rolling scabs. It actually is. Mathematically, the chances of us actually getting that hit are way worse than scabs. But we were close. 3 cards off. I guess what it's doing is shuffling, if that's valuable. Wow, funny enough, the shuffle on Gore Belching was valuable in the self-kill of the last game. If I'd played Gore Belching after the Beast Within that was going to deal me 6, then it would have shuffled that lineup. Wow, so actually some functionality there. Would have saved me. Kind of. Ravenous Rabble. Okay, what are we doing? Well, we're full keeping this hand because we get to banish Mutated Mass. Well, not full keeping. We'll block with Beast Within. James said new Prism, but I don't remember if he said a new chain. Okay, that's actually fair. He did say new Shadow Runeblade, I'm pretty sure. Did the article then specify that it's changed specifically and like that's the new information we have? That would make some sense. Because people seemed like to be blown away by the announcement of that set, but like we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. I would hope people remember from Worlds. We just didn't know what it was called, and we didn't know if it was going to be the summer set or the fall set, or I guess winter set, whenever the last release of the year would be. I was happy to see it was the summer set. I thought it was going to be the last one. But it makes sense, right? It would have been the supplemental. Because I think he even said with his interview with like Flukenbox that it was going to be draft, supplemental draft. So it makes sense then. That it was going to be the next one. Okay, anyway. Go again. If we banish the Mutated Mass, Blood Debt's not off yet. But we like the synergies. We chase the synergies. Okay, let's throw this face. throw this face, then we'll roll scabs. Hopefully that turns into claw on passing, mutated at face. We'll get to Arsenal Beast Within, which we'll just cycle out with Crown anyway.
Wow, Ethan, great moves. Keep it up.
Donald
Proud of
Kelly, thanks for joining the League of Levia, even though I'm here telling you to not play Levia. That doesn't quite line up, does it? 4 was rolled? No. Let's keep that. Goodbye, passing. Hello, Mutated Mass. We haven't seen Mutated Mass come in for 6 either. Although that could be partially because the pitch curve is a bit off. I should probably replace the Hungering Slaughter Beast with that new 0 for 3 Majestic. That would make more sense, because we already have a blue cost at 2 with Wrecker Romp. So if I add in the 0 cost, then that helps feed Mutated Mass. So that's my bad. Deck building error. Deck building error. Alright, well, now Gore Belching can't reveal Mutated Mass. This is the 3rd one. It could reveal a Rouse. Okay, that's a Maragai swing, okay. So can't pop it. So I might as well get the Beast Within out. Help do something with this hand. Have we even played a Blood Rush yet this game? Am I like going crazy? Where are they? We have not played a Blood Rush yet. It's turn 8. So we're halfway through first cycle. So Blood Rush is about to come through very strong. So we want to make sure that we have an attack set up in Arsenal. This hand isn't really giving us good options there though, because there's the only like ideal attack on a Blood Rush turn would be the Hungering Slaughter Beast, which we kind of have to play. Ay, ay, ay. All right, what's another Scab's turn? Let's do it. 5, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. So ideally, how can I kill Maragai with mutated? I'll need to pitch. Oh, this is weird. If I pitch I, it doesn't work, because I doesn't have a cost. So it has to be I pitch Hungering with Gore and this one. Mutated clears Maragai, but then I'm arsenaling Eye of Ophidia? Oh my god. That is no good. So the alternative is Hungering Slaughter Beast face, blue Hungering Slaughter Beast at Maragai, and then I arsenal Gore Belching. Okay, I mean, that is slightly better than the other lines. Jeez. Let's just definitely put that one at the bottom. I think I'm looking for the Blood Rushes, honestly, so let's put the Art of War as well down there. I kind of hope they are different heroes, mostly because of Arclight. Well, there's one more thing that kind of leads me to believe it is Prism, and that's because the Weta statue, like that special, I think Prism statue, like maybe this big or something, that was revealed at Worlds, comes with a Marvel Prism. Like that's part of what you buy as that like super grindy ticket package deal. So that almost is like why I'm hankering more towards Prism just getting reprinted, but Luminaris is no more. And like that weapon is just the difference. Because getting a Marvel Prism, but then like, because it's an adult Prism, right? But then not being able to use it is a bit weird. Stranger things have happened, but that's my hedge. Maragai. I'm pretty sure I'm right about the Marvel Prism thing with the statue. Like, I feel like that is what we've always... Oh, shoot. Why is the Mutated Mass in Arsenal? I was supposed to... Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'm supposed to Arsenal the Gore Belching, because it at least would turn off Blood Debt. Oh, well. Yeah, it could be a proxy. That's fair, because it is Marvel, so you get the full art side of it. So no matter what the new Prism text is, you could at least probably use that. That's fair. No, hit me with that Ashwing. I'm fine. Yandurai, well, can't really pop you even if I wanted to. Okay, they pass turn. Not bad. We get a Blood Rush off. Mutated Mass is an absolutely trash arsenal. That is my bad. Ooh. I like this, though. Potentially 19 damage. Potentially. In fact, I could roll for Scabs, because Mutated Mass would be playable, too. Interesting. This claw is going face. Yes. Face. Yeah, so it will be a Scab's turn because there's the one floating, right? And that would actually come in for 6. It'd be the first mutated mass for 6. I'm here for it. I mean, no matter what, we're over-presenting lethal. They play sand cover, which means they have no more ash. I guess just Deaths from the Red Desert going into their turn, but we have Husk to counter the Vidserakai. But they will not get to keep that on 2 cards here. So we are in a pretty good spot. A 1-2-1 would suck. I mean, let's be honest. But it's not going to be a 1-2-1. There's no way. Yeah, we rolled a 4. Come on. We knew what was up. We knew what was up. This is probably just lethal then, right? Comes in for 9. They can block... Yeah, potentially 8, take 1. Mutated mass is 6. Yeah, so it will be game. Pretty cool. Right, this is 2, 3, 3. Oh, no, it's 4. No, it's 4. Rouses another 3. Dang it. Dang it. Now I'm sad. Well, it's still better than throwing a Gore Belching, to be fair. Yeah, let's get it out of Arsenal. Because we'll have this one. No, let's play the one in Banish so that we take 1 less damage. Yeah. Yeah, that should be the call. Yep. Man, that's sad. Thought we had it planned. Dang it. Into another Blood Rush, though. We expected these things because we hadn't seen any Blood Rush for the first 8 turns of the game. So, makes some sense here. It will be game over. Alright, so the good parts of a Levia deck are still carrying us. It doesn't get +2 from Blood Rush. No, I was counting the 3 different pitch cards. But Rouse and Deadwood are both 3. That's what I was miscounting. Not the +2 from Blood Rush. Alrighty, GG's opponent. The deck is now 2-1. We did it. Gore Belching, Mutated Mass Levia, putting up results that are passable. GG's. I think we're just lucky we didn't play against hard aggro yet. I'm sure that would look miserable. 2-1. Alright. I can probably play one more game, and then I need to jump off. I do want to change one thing with the list, and that is to add the new blocking card. What is it called, though? Just to push a little bit more synergy with Mutated Mass. It is called Burdens of the Past. Okay. Burdens. Burdens of the Past. Take out these trash cards, put in this trash card. Pretend that's functional. Sure, looks good. We're going back in. Oops, let me join this. Classic constructed. Oh. Hello. Hello again. Hello again. I'm down to play Bravo again. Why not? Why not? I'm sure this guy wants a rematch. Uh-oh, does this not work on Talishar? Uh-oh. That worries me. I don't know if that's going to be functional then. Just in case it isn't, I should probably add 3 cards so that I'm not running a 57-card deck. Sure. I'll add a Reckless, Doomsday, and Dread. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work. Let's see. Well, it accepted it so far. You have to reload hobby and you have to host. Yeah, it's a nothing block 3. Like, the text is never relevant. It's just that it's a 0 pitch for Mutated Mass. So if it comes up and we can't see it, that's all it's doing. That's all it's doing. I'm inclined to actually play out some of this because I don't want to just pass with two non-blocks held in hand. That's not great. But if we play the Wild Ride, we could miss on the Dread Screamer. I think that's still fine. We just don't want to hold that many non-blocks passing into Bravo. Okay. So we can at least throw the Deadwood in Arsenal, I guess. Is Deadwood better than the Dread? I don't think this list has Gravelings. The Dread is really to reset Deep-Rooted Evil more, which, if we find it early, cool. If we don't, we need to block 3 and return a 2-card hand. Deadwood's pretty chill. I think we will go the Deadwood. Just joined. Wow, 3 mutated Yellow Dread. I mean, this is Gore, Belching, Levia. It's nothing I want to have other people play, because I promise you the results will probably be terrible. Today is an anomaly. I'm not playing in the competitive CC lobby because I don't want to get stopped in like 3 turns. I would rather play against maybe newer people, maybe other people experimenting, just so that the games aren't insanely short. Nah, we're feeling Dread. It's a kind of hard call on which one's technically better. But if pitch stack matters, which it probably won't because of Gore Belching, this is slightly better to have the Deadwood next to the Art of War, so that you actually get something out of the go again. Okay. Oh, baby. That's how the deck was meant to play. Hands like these. Woo! Oh my god. Well, Arsenal didn't matter because it is going away. I have no good play. So, yeah, it really didn't matter which card I put in there. I guess, in theory, Deadwood, so that I could block with, like, these 2, throw armor, and then pretend they don't pummel, so that I can throw the Deadwood back. Holy mother. This hand is... yeah. Not playable. Can I get to 6 just to throw Soul Harvest for the memes? I'd be losing this card. I'd lose a card to block, which would be Mutated Mass. That's only 4, though. I'd have to Crown. Nope, that doesn't even get me there. So... I think I just accept that I lose Dread Screamer, so be it. Swing Claw, Arsenal Doomsday. If they pummel me, discard Soul Harvest to Arsenal Doomsday. Just is what it is. Actually, this... Hold on. Actually, sorry. I'm gonna pretend... Sorry. Undo. I'm gonna pretend they don't have pummel. I just want to at least leave myself open to... I want to at least play it this way, actually. Because if they don't pummel me, then I have the option to Dread Screamer into Scab's roll and still come in for... I mean, hey, if Skull Crushers triggers, then 13 off 3. So we'll actually go for that play. If it is a pummel, so what? Yeah, okay. Then we just don't get that line open. But we wanted to leave it as a potential. Okay, so then we just pass. Do we really want Doomsday in Arsenal? We've got 3 Blood Debt in the graveyard already. Doomsday's pretty good in this matchup. I'm willing to sit on it and maybe push it out with Crown. That's fine. If we want to play Blood Rush on this hand, it's off of pitching an Art of War. We wouldn't have an attack in Arsenal, so that feels pretty risky. First 3 hands looking pretty rough. They're going for something disruptive with the Dominate. It's a Spinal. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Alright, well, we can do this, roll Scabs, and try to just do Pulping Claw if we hit. I really don't want to throw a Husk in front of this, so that will be what we do. I guess the other option is Crown Scabs. That way the crush doesn't go through. We cycle this and hope that Blood Rush is playable. That's a pretty big maybe, though. Nah. Nah. I'm taking other risks. Different risks. It could be a 1. Alright, it was a 1. Interesting. Interesting play. Well, that's the turn. Let's see. Okay, so it was a swing big draw. So if we crowned away the Doomsday, then Bloodrush actually was playable. We won't know what we would have drawn until we see the next two cards. So interested to track that. We just hadn't seen enough of the deck to really make that call on what was likely off the crown. There's a lot of non-sixes in here. Like the entire blue base, basically. Plus the Dreads, the Art of Wars. Well, there's Gore Belching, which is a printed 7. Does it ever come in for 7? No. Whew. 3 reds for Anothos for 6. I don't know why I feel like such a gambler today, but part of me wants to just pretend that pulping into swing big works. That pretty much never happens. If we play the Blood Rush, pitching the Art of War, we're really hoping to see a blue and a yellow. And at least that way we can pay for the Claw swing big. Let's do it. Go for the Art of War. Oh, come on. That's a fine hand out of this, dude. That's a fine hand. Every card was at least functional for some purpose. Obviously, missing a blue was a bit of a impediment for them. They would have made a seismic otherwise. Okay. Nope. We don't draw a yellow. So the turn is really not efficient at all. We could go for the Wild Ride middle of the turn, hoping to find a blue or a yellow into Claw Swing. I'm down for that just because it pushes potential efficiency out of the hand. I could roll Scabs first. But if it draws and misses, then my turn is over anyway because the swing big doesn't pay. So there's actually no reason to roll Scabs. We'll just do the Wild Ride. Nope. We can't pay for Claw. Weak. It's okay. The last game we played against this opponent, we really had good Blood Rushes, so it's balancing out. It's balancing out. These Blood Rushes are not going to line up the same as the first game, and that's okay. Not every game can feel as good as that one. But if we can at least get a Gore Belching to come in for 7 on stream, then I'd call today a win. That was like the whole point. The whole point. Let's just pretend Gore Belching can come in for 7. Please. Please. Okay, so now we probably do Husk. We can get Dread Screamer into Pulping into Claw off pretty easily. So we go for that line. Hope that Doomsday is playable in the... Oh my god, are you freaking serious? Well done. Well done, Green Nova. That's the Lunging Press tech. I see it. In that case, let's just roll a 6. No. No. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Nope. Oh, well, this hand is wildly inefficient. We wasted Husk. Let's at least get the Blood deck going so we can pretend Doomsday swings the game. Nope. It hit 0 Blood deck cards. It's all falling apart, isn't it? House of Glass. Really coming it down. At least we have Blood Rush, so we're likely to, at this point, just give up on Doomsday. It's not happening. It's taken too long. Push it out with Crown. Just go for Blood Rush. If we're going to win the game, it's because of Blood Rush, so we'll play for it. The feels bads in Levia, man. Why they gotta be like this? Without payoff. Where's my Gore Belching for 7? Like, please. Look at all the hardships. Just give me 1 Gore Belching for 7. It'll make my day. Please, game. Talishar. Please. One, 2, 3, 4 misses. 1, 2, 3, 4 Blood deck cards. Yeah, there's no way. Doomsday is just really not going to look playable with those recent hands that we had. So let's hope that we draw either a blue non-6 so that we can use it for pitch, or a 6. Okay, it's just an Anothos turn. We love this. Okay, it's that blue card. This is that blue 0. We're fine. What? I'm supposed to have 2 resources. That is a blue. Huh. That's the 0 for 3 new generic blue. Oh, not 0 for 3. 0, 3 block. Do you mind if I manually add the 2 resources? There's a manual mode. I just want to make sure the opponent's cool with it. Ryan, I didn't know you meant it like wouldn't actually function. I thought the card just wouldn't load. Yeah, you're good. Okay, it's fine. Manual mode. 1, 2. There we go. We fixed it. We fixed it. Claw. Oh, the actual card isn't in yet? Something to do with me needing a host, I think. IDK. Either way, it's fine. Manual mode saved us. Thank you, Talishar devs. They get it. It can be tough out here. Gotta fix our own problems. Yeah, what is it called? Is it called Burden? Burdens of the Past, this card. Only in the deck for Mutated Mass Synergy as a 0-cost blue 3 block. Technically, this is still probably worse than if I just add like blue Barraging Beatdown, which is another 0 for 3 block. But we're just trying new cards, and the game doesn't want us to try this one, so. Okay, so pretty much what can happen here is we claw, leave 1 float, we pulping, then we hope Boneyard stays in hand, and we get 26 damage out of this turn. We could also roll Scabs, so that we can Boneyard first into pulping, only if it hits. Pretty scary stuff. I think we still just like go the pulping line, because if we miss and it's some other card, we'll just toss an Arsenal, so be it. But the payoff potential is very high if we keep Boneyard. Come on. Blue Whisper the Oracle works too. Yeah, but that one is just definitely worse than Barraging Beatdown or this new card. Hey, they were both Boneyard Marauders. Sick. Sick. What does this card even exactly do? Until the end of turn, target hero can't play defense reactions with the same name as a card in their graveyard. As a card in their graveyard? So that counts all the defense reactions, right? Even though it says a card. You don't name that card, so it's all of them. If there are 10 or more defense reactions in their graveyard, draw a card. So that's like specifically anti-Riptide tech, I guess. So if you care about the Riptide matchup, then you do run it as a blue flex slot. Like, why not? No! God! Come on! No! Not like this. I was so set for those synergies, man. The Boneyard right after pulping. 1 left on the cost curve. It's okay. We got some breathing room. We do have to roll Scabs, though. This hand has no go again. I forgot that these are in the list. I'm pretty sure we took them out last time. We only rolled a 3. Hoo boy. Sure. Let's get rid of a non-blood debt 6 then. Oops. We're keeping 2 non-blocks in hand. Into a Bravo that's, well, not full keeping, but keeping 4. Looking great. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the good stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's get rid of this. The second choice on discard's a bit tougher because it depends what we want to do with our turn. If we want to roll Scabs to try to 2-card 9, then Actually, no, that's not part of the decision process. It's which do we prefer in Arsenal? Deadwood or Art of War? Or if we just make the Deadwood Rumbler play, I think we do. I think that's just safer than rolling scabs and potentially doing nothing. So we do a 2-card 8 again. Only take 1 blood debt. That is just safer than rolling scabs. If we roll a 1, game's already looking pretty over, but that would just really seal it. So let's only roll scabs if we're really forced to. We weren't forced to in this case, so we just 2-card 8. Did Gore Belching really need to be a non-block? Probably not. I mean, Ravenous Rival blocks 2, and like they're thematically very similar cards. It probably could have blocked 2. Would have been fine. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, so the good news is, though, we have a Boneyard in Arsenal, which is the best card into a Crippling Crush Dominate. Facts. So we block 3. And then when the discard happens, we hope we keep a blue, and we go Scabs, Boneyard for hopefully 9 return. Hopefully. Nope, we kept the yellow. Alright, so we can't even 2-card 9, potentially. We can only 2-card 6. We haven't even seen a Gore Belching to try to do a 0 for 7 this game. And at this point, I mean, we need to worry about turning off Blood Debt, so it's not even like that would be good. Because it wouldn't turn off Blood Debt if it does come in for 0 for 7, because that means it banished Mutated Mass or Rouse. Yeah, just not a very exciting one to cap the day here, but this is more realistic in terms of what I expected this deck to do. Pretty much fall a little flat. That's what I thought was going to happen. That's what we see happening. Yeah, well, that's it. GG's, opponent. GG's. I do have to go. It is past 4. So, there we go. We got a taste of Mutated Mass, Gore Belching, Levia. The games it won were not due at all in part to those cards. It was due to... Let's be clear about that. But that was cool. On Mondays, I want to just try some flavor of Levia consistently. Pummel Levia is probably worth trying, I guess. I just didn't have a core of that deck ready to go, but that'll probably be next Monday. Wednesday, we're going to try new decks, and hopefully by then Talishar is updated to have all the new stuff from Outsiders playable, so that'd be really cool. Try something completely new, off the wall. I'll try to be gassed up, have my energy, have my coffee, all that good to go, because I did just like wake up right before stream. So that's coming Wednesday, and then Thursday, we're doing in-person live streams at the studio table here. Having friends come over, and we're doing like a little baby stream. Definitely not like the same quality as like the Battle Hardens or anything like that, but because it is in my home office with kind of the setup I already have going, it'll probably be pretty decent, pretty fun to just hang out and play games with friends live. So that'll be the 3 streams of the week: Monday, Wednesday, both at 2 to 4 EST, and then Thursday in the afternoons like 6 to 8. So hoping that can be pretty consistent this week. We're really kicking it off, hitting all 3 of the notes that I wanted to. So thanks for tuning in. GG's, everybody. I had fun. Hopefully you all did too. But don't play Gore Belching, and please don't play Levia. Have a good one.